A lot of people are always looking to lose weight and reshape their bodies or their faces. There are a lot of treatments out there now, and there are many treatments that claim to be non-invasive. Now, one of them is cool sculpting. Cool sculpting is literally freezing your body fat with the hope that the body eventually eliminates those dead fat cells. Now, that's fine if you have a small pocket area, but if you need to be reshaped because you have several inches to eliminate, the only treatment that really is effective is smart lipo. Unlike regular liposuction, with smart lipo I use a small catheter to suck out fat with a suction machine, okay, and then I insert a laser catheter through a long blunted needle underneath and fan back and forth. That melts further fat, and then I tilt the catheter up under the underbelly of the skin to literally tighten the skin. I'm generating about 400 plus degrees of heat underneath the surface of the skin in the dermis without going through the skin to cause the skin to tighten. Then I'll go back in again and suction out the melted fat, and then I'll go back in again with the laser fiber again to cauterize and tighten skin and cauterize the blood vessels. So after the treatment, which can take 4.5 hours, and this is done under local anesthetic, we have conversation with the patient while we're doing this. We'll listen to some music or the news, and the patient is very relaxed. It's a painless procedure. I should say it's a slightly uncomfortable procedure, and then the patient is wrapped up in a surgical dressing and sent home. They can drive home after this because it's under local anesthetic. So there is no operating room fee, there is no recovery room fee, and there is no anesthesiology fee. The patients start seeing results within a week, and within a month they have their full result. And they're completely active. They could go back to work the next day. Some people might want a one-day reprieve. Many times I'll do these patients on a Friday evening, and they'll return to work on a Monday morning. It's time-consuming, and it's a lot of work on my part, and that's how I get my exercise, but the patients are really happy. And unlike these non-surgical treatments, it's a one-treatment deal, and it winds up being far less expensive than these multiple sessions at $600 or $1,000. There's a new treatment now called Sure Lipo, where you put these little boxes in a belt and you put the belt around the target areas, and that's generating heat from the outside to melt fat away. Now, when I do smart lipo, I'm generating 420 degrees under the skin because I make a little pierce with a tiny little syringe to insert my needle in to do my suction and then insert my laser fiber. With the boxes, they're over the skin. That generates 116 degrees of heat. 116 degrees through the skin is not going to do what 420 degrees of heat can melt away underneath the skin. Just like with the cool sculpting, freezing the fat cells is not going to eliminate them the way I can eliminate them doing liposuction and then heating underneath there with the smart lipo laser catheter. If you really want great results, you have to do something that's more daring and more arduous than something that sounds good, but is only going to cost you a lot of time and money in the end, and the patient isn't satisfied. Now, if they don't have a lot of fat and they're just particular about little areas, then those treatments are fine. But if you really want to contour a waistline again, eliminate saddlebags, eliminate thunder thighs, eliminate fat knees, smart lipo is the way to go. And it's such a safe procedure that years ago I had my associates use the machine on my face to tighten me. Again, I'm 66 years old, never had a facelift, and I found that machine great. And I'm going to be doing another smart lipo treatment on myself after the holidays.